So let's start with this description by New York Magazine. It says the document has lots of bells and whistles and factoids about the hellish reign of Joe Biden and his Democrat Party. What it doesn't have is a whole lot of specificity. You heard that from the president, from other Democrats, too, who say there are a lot of slogans. Yes, everybody wants a safe country. They want good education. They want crime to go down. But it's the details of how you do that that matter. So why not more details in this plan?
Shannon, there are ample details. So number one, an economy that's strong. The first focus on economic issues is we need to rein in inflation. We start by doing that by reining in the reckless trillions of dollars of spending that we have seen under Joe Biden and unified Democrat far-left government. Number two, lower the price of energy. I hear that from my constituents in upstate New York, whether it's home heating bills or the price of gas. We have multiple bills that have already been introduced that Democrats refuse to bring up when it comes to lowering those energy costs. When it comes to supporting our law enforcement and having a nation that's safe, we have legislation that will immediately provide funding through recruitment and retention bonuses to hire an additional 200,000 police officers across this country. When it comes to freedoms, a future that's built upon freedom, I highlighted the Parents' Bill of Rights. This is a bill that Republicans already introduced and we are going to have ready to pass in the first 100 days of the next Congress. Day one, we intend to repeal the 87,000 IRS agents, the army of IRS agents that Joe Biden and Democrats have put into place to go after hardworking Americans, mom and pop small businesses, and middle class Americans. So Democrats have no plan. They are attacking us because they have created crises across this country. We have a commitment to America to tackle the crises that Democrats have created to make sure that we have a strong economy, a safe country, a future that's built upon freedom, and a government that's accountable.
That was Congresswoman Stefanik on Fox News talking about Republicans' commitment to America, which, by the way, has already had their website scrapped because they had a quote that was attributed to Abraham Lincoln that he didn't say. They were using videos from Ukraine and Russia when they were trying to portray America's oil future. It was a complete mess. And in this interview, we see they just have nothing. She's, of course, asked for specifics and then goes on to give none. She starts off by saying, we have ample details. And number one is an economy that's strong. And there's inflation, so we're not going to spend any money. Okay, do you want to give us any specifics on what you will spend money on or what you will cut back from? What are you talking about? Oh, well, we're going to lower energy prices. How are you going to do that? We're going to just lower energy prices. And we're going to support law enforcement. That's going to get us a better economy by spending money on 200,000 more police officers. But I thought you were going to cut spending. Okay, so you're just going to spend money on police. How is that going to help the economy? I'm a little confused. Here's the most important part of Stefanik and Republicans' commitment to America. They're going to give parents their Bill of Rights. Republicans are trying to paint this picture that under the Democratic control of both the Senate and Congress and Joe Biden, you as a parent don't have the right to choose anything. We're going to do it for you is what the Democrats say, which is just complete nonsense. You hear them talking about, we're going to stop critical race theory. Well, critical race theory is a graduate program at colleges. What are you talking about? Oh, well, they're teaching kids that it's okay to be transgender. Well, it is. These Republicans, they have nothing. She also talks about reducing IRS agents. Interesting. So you want to help the economy by bringing in 200,000 more police officers, but you don't want policing for tax cheats. Interesting. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's because Republicans have a long history of voting for people like Donald Trump, who's being investigated for fraud. And then she talks about accountability. Really? I don't want to hear the words accountability or we back the blue until these Republicans come out and support the indictment of Donald Trump, the guy who incited a deadly coup to try to upend our democracy.